Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary Love, and welcome to Country Living. The weather outside is definitely frightful. It's snowing in my neck of the woods. Way too early. We don't usually get snow around here till the end of January and up into February. And we got snow today, and it's still coming down. So, you don't get out any more than you have to in this kind of weather. But I was talking to my sister yesterday, or yesterday, I think. But anyways, she was making her some lunch. She said she was making her some homemade or semi-homemade chili mac. So I was asking her how she made it, and she told me, and I thought, hey, that sounds pretty good. So that's what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. So I'm going to use 2 cans of Armor chili original. I'm going to put a small little can of tomato sauce in it. And I'm going to put a small can of diced tomatoes, like Rotel tomatoes. 1 normal sized can of whole kernel corn that's been drained. And a normal sized can of diced tomatoes. And I've got my pasta on cooking already. So let's get this stuff thrown in the pot and get it heating up. And then when the macaroni's done, I'll add it all together and heat it a little more, and we'll have some dinner. So let's get down here. Let's get over here where we can see a little better. Alrighty. We find a spatula. And we already know we're going to need one. So we're going to throw in both cans of this chili. Now, I did get chili with beans. I prefer it with beans. It's got a little more substance to it. Pour both cans in here. Alright. Now we're going to dump in the Rotel tomatoes, juice and all. We're going to dump in the diced tomatoes, juice and all. Here goes the corn. And the tomato sauce. And I'm going to add a little bit of chili powder to it. Let me see if I can find mine. Chili powder. Now this is a teaspoon, and it's a little heaping teaspoon, so that's what I'm going to add. I think that'll be a plenty. Let's turn this on. Get this to heating up. Get it all stirred up. I think this will be good. And I never thought about this until she said how she made it. And I thought, hey, that might just work. So, Phyllis, thanks for the idea. All right, let me cross over here in front of y'all and stir this pasta. Now I've got some elbow macaroni and some small shell pasta. That's mixed in here. See? Elbows and shells. All right, we're going to let that this pot heat up. We're going to let that pasta continue cooking, and we'll be back here in just a little bit, so don't go anywhere. Okay, I drained the pasta and I added that. So now we're just going to let this heat for a little while, and this will be done. Now that was quick and easy. I know it looks good and it smells good. I have to see if I got some cheese. So we're going to let this heat up for just a little bit, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty. This is all nice and done. So let me get a picture of it. There we go. Now, let's give it a taste, because it smells good. And it is hot. Smells like chili mac. Man, my mouth is watering. My hair's a mess. I was outside in that snow a while ago and now my hair's wet. Tastes just like chili mac. Just like it. That's pretty good. You can dip it on crackers. Yep. That'll work. Thanks, sis. I appreciate it. Feel like I got chili on my face. Well, that's what's for dinner. Semi-homemade chili mac. If you're new to my channel and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope by the end of this video you will consider doing so. For my new subscribers that I have, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I make simple recipes. I ain't no fancy cook by no means. Just simple, down-to-earth recipes. Something that will fill you up, stick to your ribs, and not let you get up from the table an hour later feel like you're starving to death. Ain't nothing worse than eating a meal and then an hour later you're back in the kitchen looking for something else to eat. But with that, I will tell you, thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. And with that, I will say good night, God bless, and until we meet here again tomorrow night, if you've got chili, corn, tomatoes, and pasta, and some tomato sauce, you can have you some chili mac. So I'll put this recipe in the description box as best I can, and I will see you later. Good night.